What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here on Fort Misery Gaming with some epicseven content. And today, guys, we are going to be reviewing the brand new 5-star Soul Weaver known as Tamarinne, however you guys want to pronounce her. And is she good? Is she bad? And what I should recommend of how you guys could potentially build her several different ways. So let's go and hop into it. So first of all, we are on epicseven, so special shout out to those dudes who make this amazing visual website, so you guys can look at different units to decide whether or not you want to pull on them, so on and so forth. So overall, pretty bad rating. She's probably one of the lowest rated new 5 stars we've had in a long time. I don't even think Kayron tanked as bad as Tamarinne did. But we're going to go into why she's rated low, as I do pretty much agree with the overall rating of her by epicseven, and where you can use her, where she's not good, and all that good stuff. So she's rated as 6 in World, 6 in Arena, and those two ratings right off the bat, we know that is because of her long cooldown, and the only thing she can do in her non-idle form is heal. So that is why she's rated down there. For World and Arena, it's over so fast that you're not going to have time to build her up. So that's why she's going to be rated there. So depending on how they rework her, if they do rework her in the future, you know, these could potentially change. Boss, she's rated an 8.5, which is decent because she is, you know, a decent healer. Her AI is not good, though. That's one main thing. But she can potentially be used on your team. You know, as far as for fire healers, her and Akides are definitely the better ones to bring. And I do like her for golems, especially for her idle form, because I'm pretty sure the golems do not dispel buffs. So the fact that, you know, we look down here just a little bit, you guys will see that she can have her idle form debuff. So that's a big thing here. That could be a potentially big handicap for her, is that her idle form can actually just be stripped. So Abyss, I would probably not bring her because there's a lot of units, boss fights in there that they can dispel your buffs. So you want to be really careful about that. But I believe for Golem, she's going to be very good because she has a dispel buffs ability on her. So that's probably the best boss fight, I would say, to bring her. Obviously, you're not going to be able to bring her for a new Banshee or a new Wyvern because of how the new mechanics work for those guys. But let's move on to her raid category. Raid, I'd say she's pretty awesome because of the amount of combat readiness she gets from an idle form. The fact that she has lots of healing, and lots of healing in raid is very useful for the amount of times you get attacked consistently, especially in the higher end raids. So I feel she's going to be really good for that. She's very fast. So let's go over her abilities here. So of the pros and cons, let's go break down like what they're saying. So versatile unit that can provide healing and offensive support. Idle form gives the team attack buff plus 30 to 50%, or 30-50%, and combat readiness boost of 30%, which she is the only unit in the game, to my knowledge, that does a team-wide combat readiness by 30%. Idle mode can dispel all enemy buffs. Idle mode procs 100% dual attack with the highest damaging attack, which can be very helpful, especially in raid. So that's very good. Skill 3 gives an AoE team cleanse and heal to herself to full health. So cleanses all debuffs on her S3, which is insanely good. So that's, you know, similar to like an Akides S3, and then heals herself to full. Doesn't heal the rest of the team, but still, you will get that extra turn, so you then go into another ability that you can use in idle form, which is very good. So if you want to use something like Celestine or Rod of Amarlius on her, you could potentially do that, although I think Candlestick is probably going to be a better artifact for her, because you're going to want to get those cooldowns all the time. So here are the cons. You guys see she's got 6 cons as opposed to 5 pros. So let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. Very fast base speed for a Soul Weaver. So she does have 6. Looks like 6 pros, 6 cons. So I mean, when you look at that, that's actually kind of balanced. But obviously not what we want to see for a 5-star new unit. We want to see definitely the pros be more than the cons. So sorry, I forgot that part there. So obviously cons, the big one, skill 3 starts at 9 cooldown. It will be 8 cooldown if you skill up her. Not that great for auto with poor AI. So hopefully that's something they could potentially fix with a patch. Heals aren't the best. Needs a Saria for her to shine. Allows her to use idle form on first turn. So if you have a Saria, she's actually pretty darn good. So that's to keep in mind. Idle form can be dispelled. This is the big one here. I feel this is like probably the biggest handicap she has, outside of obviously how her mechanic works of her cooldown. So on the low base health, can't be a viable heal tank. So you want to put her in your back row. All right, so let's first go over the speculation. So what could they potentially change in her with a patch? So first of all, they could give her full cooldown. So if she starts with full cooldown and can immediately go to idle form, it means you're not going to be reliant on using something like Asaria to make her really, really good. So that could be one thing they change. They could obviously update the AI to be more correct. They've done that with other units in the past, so that could happen. Obviously, they're probably not going to improve the ability of her heals. And then they could change completely that idle form can't be dispelled. So if they change idle form can't be dispelled, and if they change her AI and still leave it that her cooldown doesn't start automatically, I still think she's going to go up a lot. Just for the fact that you're not going to have to worry about that, especially in like other contents like raids and stuff like that, if the enemies do have a dispel of buffs. So that is one thing to keep in mind. Because if, like, for instance, with Devour, they can actually steal your buffs. So if they steal her buff of Idle, you know, then you're basically screwed, and you're not going to be able to get your other abilities. So granted, she is fast, so you could potentially use your turns in raid before that happens. So I'm definitely going to be building her, though, and because I did pull her in my video. So I definitely will be showing you guys a sample hell run, hopefully tomorrow. Even if I don't beat Carcanis with her, I haven't beaten Carcanis yet, so I'm going to try, though, and see what we can do there. So those are the things I think they could potentially change with a patch. So now let's go into the rest of her abilities, and we'll kind of go over. And if you guys want to read here more in depth, epicseven does a great job of a synopsis of her overview. So these are her skills and cooldowns. So my recommendation, until we see if she gets a patch, I would not invest in her skill 1, skill 2 yet. Granted, if you do bring her all the way up to a skill 7, you're going to get, what, 2, 4, 6. So 6, that's 9, plus another 3%. That's going to be, what, 12? 15? And then 5. So that's going to be, what, 50% combat readiness? So 50% combat readiness on her skill 2. That's, like, actually pretty insane. And then for healing, we got 1, or sorry, like 2. Oh, it's 2 on everything. So then it would be another 50, that would be another, what, 20% in healing. So 20% in healing, 20% more combat readiness. So that could potentially be very, very good. Obviously, this you have to get. Like, you have to get that cooldown, because 9 is just ridiculous. Damage dealt, definitely don't increase your skill 1. Just don't increase your skill 1 at all. It is totally not worth it. So, but that's for her skill up, guys. So now let's go into a recommended set. So this is going to be the portion of the video I really want to focus on. So I feel, my opinion, I would not build her on HP, because she's not going to be built as a tank. So I actually don't agree with her to build her on speed HP at all. I agree you should go either full Unity. Why Unity is because the more chance she has to attack. Keep in mind, every time she attacks, she's going to reduce her skill cooldown by using her S1 on dual attack. So if she dual attacks, let's say, if you can get her up to like a 30 or 40% to dual attack, you know, that could happen very, very frequently, where it's like boom, 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 getting her skill cooldown constantly. On top of it, if she does have Candlestick, even in the back row, she could get that, you know, dual attack chance. That's why I say you may want to give her maybe Rod of Amarlius, Celestine, or maybe even what's the other one? Which I actually have this. I actually could test that. Sigmar's Staff is another good one. Mahagara's Tomb could be another potentially good one as well, to just keep increasing her combat readiness. So my problem is I don't have enough of these artifacts, and I did not pull Idol's Cheer, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to wait to see if I pull that down the road, or Celestine, or Rod of Amarlius. So that's my particular predicament. So I'm probably going to hit her up with the Staff, to be honest, for my particular build of just what I have in my box. But at any rate, I feel you should go 6 Unity, or you should go Speed Unity, to just give her speed even more, so she attacks more frequently, plus to have a little bit of that Unity dual attack chance, or to just go full on Unity and just try to get those triggers to keep her in idle form as often as you possibly can. So keep in mind, also on her S1, guys, when she's in idle form, if she is getting those dual attacks, she's going to, where is it here? Dispel all buffs. It's an AoE dispel all buffs, and trigger a dual attack with the highest attack of your ally. So you just want to make sure you don't want to have Tammy have your highest attack, because you don't want to be or I guess that wouldn't matter, so never mind, that doesn't matter. Alright, so never mind. You basically just want to have obviously whatever your best DPSer is going to trigger the skill 1. So like on her dual attack, she's like, okay, AoE attack and then trigger a dual attack. So on dual attack, she's going to be so crazy good because of her utility there when in idle form. But keep in mind, can be dispelled, so there are going to be, you know, setbacks to everything, but still really good mechanic there with her. And then if we go over her stats real fast, let's go over this. So she starts off at level 60 with Awakened stats. She's going to have 14,561 CP with 932 attack. She's going to have 4370 HP and then 652 defense. And then a speed with Awakened is going to go up to, I believe, 108. So 108 is there. And you guys see here, these are all the different Awakening stats she's going to have. So unfortunately, with her kit, she has a lot of Awakening with attack, which just is not very good. Because you see her attack percent, speed, attack percent, speed. So she does get 8 speed when you 6-star awaken her. Or I'm sorry, you only have to 5-star awaken her. So that's actually pretty good. So she's going to get 6 speed overall. And that they did note that here with the extra 6 speed. So you only get her a 5-star, so which you guys should easily be able to do, because you're going to get those 15 cold looks from her event. So you should be able to pretty easily 5-star awaken this girl if you guys do end up pulling her. So my opinion overall, like I said, my opinion stays on her. I was not on the bandwagon saying that she was going to be OP and she was going to be used for all content of the game. She was going to, you know, make DN and Angelica obsolete. She, right now, as it stands, from the day this is recorded, she is going to be very, very good for hunts, for a golem, and she's going to be good for raids, I feel. So, as far as, like, how much you should summon, like I said, do not go all in and have no bookmarks and no resources after, because, like I said, there's a good chance we are getting Litica either this week or next week, and from what speculation is that she potentially could be a limited time unit, which if they implement the pity system again, that could be very true that we are going to be seeing a guaranteed banner after 121 summons. So, my opinion, guys, she's a cool unit. She's a good unit to use in certain modes of the game. Not game breaking, not OP, but still a decent unit to have, and I don't regret pulling for her. I got her in 120 bookmarks, so that wasn't very much. I still have like 300. I did a couple more summons because I really wanted her artifact. I actually ended up pulling a dupe of her. Believe it or not. So anyway, I ended up getting a dupe of her, and I had a 5-star artifact, but it wasn't the banner artifact. But I think also she's good. Just keep in mind to save your resources, guys. Don't go too crazy. But that was my opinion of how you guys should build her pros and cons, and review and all that. And I will do a showcase video on her once this weekend. I have some time to train her up a little bit more. Get her, you know, probably to like at least 36 to 38,000 CP, leveling up her gear, getting her fully, you know, 5-star wing and all that good stuff. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of this unit overall? Did you guys end up pulling her? How are you guys going to build her? What are you guys going to use her in for game modes? Whether you're going to use her for raid, for golem hunt, so on and so forth, etc. But thank you guys so much for checking out the videos today, and all the continued support is always on the channel. If you guys are new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, bell icon, all that cool YouTube stuff to help me out. And I would appreciate all the support you guys give me in every video. And until then, guys, this is Fort Misery Gaming, and we'll see you guys in the next Epic 7 video. Peace, guys.